Why can I not recognize myself during the deep sleep?
What is your experience in deep sleep?
It's none. Nothing is there.
What is it that is aware that there is nothing there in deep sleep?
It's the waking state afterwards that it retrospects and looks at the clock and sees that time, physical time has passed. The sun rose.
You mean to say that when you wake up in the morning, you have to check your clock first before you know you have slept deeply?
No.
No. So what is it that enables you to know that you have slept deeply? When somebody asks you at breakfast, did you sleep well? Hopefully you say yes. To what experience do you refer?
Well, I find myself in a bed.
Do you answer that question? When someone asks you, did you sleep well? Do you say, I'm not sure, or I don't know? No. You say, hopefully yes. And that yes must refer to an experience of sleeping well, which means sleeping deeply. So to what experience do you refer when you answer the question, did you sleep well? Yes.
Experience of absence of objects of perception.
What is it that has the experience, given that awareness is the prerequisite for experience, what is it that has the experience of the absence of objects? What is it that can say, there are no objects present? What is it that knows that experience? In other words, is deep sleep the absence of awareness or the awareness of absence? You presume that it is the absence of awareness, but are you sure that it is not the awareness of absence? If it were the absence of awareness, you would not be able to answer the question, did you sleep well, with an absolute, clear yes. The reason you answer the question, did you sleep well, with yes, is because it was your experience that in deep sleep you were all alone by yourself. You, awareness, were all alone by yourself. And because you were all alone by yourself, it was peaceful there. No thoughts, no images, no activities, and no relationships. Do you look forward to going to sleep at night?
Oh yeah.
Why?
I think
Do you feel that you are approaching non-existence or annihilation? No, if you did.
Suffering.
When?
Approach end of suffering of the day.
What is the common name for the end of suffering, or the absence of suffering?
Peace.
Peace or happiness. Perfect. That's what you experience when you're deeply asleep. And that's why you look forward to deep sleep, because you long for happiness above all else. And if we cannot find happiness in the waking state, deep sleep is nature's way of giving everyone a taste of their true nature. Well, that's what you experience when you're deeply asleep. In other words, in deep sleep, you do know yourself. Your original question was, how come I don't know myself when I'm deeply asleep? On the contrary, when you're deeply asleep, you do know your essential nature of peace and happiness. That is precisely why you look forward to falling asleep at night. If deep sleep was the absence of awareness, it would be tantamount to death. It would be annihilation. You would fear it. You would dread deep sleep. You would resist deep sleep because you would feel that you are going to your death. You don't. You look forward to deep sleep precisely because you are all alone there with yourself, and it is peaceful there. So you do know yourself. You know yourself in deep sleep as you essentially are. You know your nature of peace and happiness. Now, when the waking state appears, that your essential nature of peace and happiness does not disappear. It is simply eclipsed by your thoughts, feelings, sensations, and perceptions. It does not vanish. It is veiled by, let's just call it, thoughts and perceptions. It is not necessary to get rid of the thoughts and perceptions in order to have access to your essential nature of peace and happiness. It is simply necessary to cease giving objective experience permission to veil your own being and its innate peace. It's like watching a movie and ceasing to give permission to the movie to veil the screen. As soon as you withdraw that permission, you see the screen. In fact, you were always seeing the screen, but you did not know you were seeing the screen. You are always aware of yourself and your innate peace and happiness, but you are not always aware that you are aware of yourself because you have allowed your knowledge of yourself to become mixed with the content of experience, and thus you do not know yourself as you are. That's why you look forward to deep sleep at night, because you long to know yourself as you are.